be a patriot, join the Holy Empire.
My holy brothers in Quirk Christ, subscribe to your Patriarch's Patreon page. Pay me money and I can work on imperial infrastructure for a living instead of working on a corporate plantation. More proof and versus series, more recaps, reactions, and recasts, more content more consistently on the platform, which allows us to interact more seamlessly, including but not limited to Patriot-only access content and seasonal level 99 plot armor.
Speaking of Sekai, in Chapter 45, when explaining why the Shinigami slaughtered the Quincy, Urahara's explanation translates to defend against the collapse of this Sekai. And in Chapter 70, when explaining the Reishi converter prior to sending Team Clorox to save Rukia, his words translate to Soul Society is the Sekai of Souls. At the tail end of the Deicide chapters, both Kisuke and Godzin reveal that they are aware of the existence and purpose of the late Soul King via Soul King Sosuke's plan being elaborated upon as Aizen sought to become the new Soul King to create a new Sekai. We also have the elite Sternritter Royal Guard Askin referring to Yak's plan, saying crushing the 3 Sekai and afterwards constructing something else. Sekai, especially in context of manga and anime, is used to describe either a society, a world, or a universe. Society is defined as a group of people living together, and this definition of Sekai clearly does not fit Bleach realms, given that we know Rayo doesn't interfere with the people of Soul Society, and the Yuhababadi Debura wasn't planning on destroying 3 societies of people.
Stupid!
World is commonly defined as an Earth or our Earth. However, to claim that the realms are planet is to claim that Garganta is literal outer space, which is fucking fucktarded and wrong, even and especially when considering the memories of nowhere depictions of the 2 colliding realms, particularly given that neither of them even remotely resembles our Earth. Furthermore, riddle me this, monkeys.
There's nothing that I despise more than a monkey.
If Soul Society, the world of the living, and Waco Mundo are only planets or solar systems, how the fuck does destroying the linchpin reform the entire original universe out of the 3 planets or solar systems? Stupid. Consequently, universal is defined as everything that comprises existence within the cosmos. This is the last definition of Sekai and the only one that isn't directly refuted by what we are told within the manga, movies, or anime. This means that the most accurate translation for Sekai, the only translation for Sekai referring to the realms, is in fact universal. But what precisely are the guidelines for universal anyways? Well, according to Versus Battle Wiki, the current gold standard site for power scaling calc/feat online community, it is common for fictional characters to be scaled based upon creating one or more multiple worlds, dimensions, or realms. However, many users may often be confused on whether those are synonyms for universes or simply finite pocket realities. They may have indications of being quite large, but they still require some more in-depth specific evidence to be truly universes. Such Versus Battle Wiki accepted evidences are as follows. 1. If they are outright called universes or stated to be the size of universes by reliable sources, they should be considered universes. 2. If the size of the realm described as having infinite sizes or synonyms that should strongly indicate them being universes. 3. If they are outright stated to be completely separated by barriers of time and space, and either stated or shown to be reasonable in size, such as having countless galaxies, then they should indeed be universes. 4. If they are flat out stated to be entire timelines, then they are indeed alternate universes. 5. Being labeled as entire alternate realities generally indicates them to be called universes. 6. If they are stated to mirror the universe or our universe or the real world, they would refer to being universes. In conclusion, Soul Society and the world of the living are not limited to just planets. The entire realms have hundreds of billions of stars and innumerable galaxies and are logically, narratively, and thematically full-on boundless universes with an endless Dongai in between the 2. Plus, the literal infinite Garganta acts as a barrier which holds the entire multiversal complex cosmology together. If the distance between Soul Palace and the Cerate is large enough for an infinite timer, god of death, to take more than a third of a day to travel across unassisted. If Muken is near, if not blatantly infinite, which we know to be fact given that Mu and its associated kanji represents infinity across several anime verses, from the Mu and Muichiro or Mugen Train to the Maggot's Nest in Clorox Bleach. If the infinite in number Kyogoku dimensions are inferior in size to all others, yet each of them houses an infinite number of souls. If the endless sands of Wako Mundu are filled with infinite reishi, yet parallel the boundless universe of the world of the living, the whole of the Kubo cosmos is not the observable, nor the undiscovered beyond dark matter void plus universe. The entirety of the Bleachverse is an infinite amount of infinities nestled within an infinitely larger infinity.
Damn!
Anyways, man, thanks for checking out another video. If you stuck around this long, I fucks with you.
Then we'll fox with each
Hit
other.
that like button, subscribe, and click that notification bell so we can discuss big facts and who's big mad or butthurt in the comments for the first hour. Oh yeah, and don't forget to hit that dislike button if you a bitch.